Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inside Africa. I'm Jim Clancy, and we're going to begin our report this week in South Africa, where polygamy is legal and there is an ongoing national debate now. The president and his 3 wives have attracted international interest in the Zulu marriage tradition. And while polygamy is not as common as it used to be in urban South Africa, it is still practiced openly in rural areas. Nkapile Mabuse explores the culture of multiple marriages.
Municipal worker Milton Mbele is a proud polygamist. He has 4 wives and 10 children. Polygamy is part of Mbele's Zulu tradition and is legal in South Africa. He lives in rural KwaZulu-Natal, where the custom is more commonly practiced than in urban areas. His first wife says she's happy with the arrangement because he treats them all equally.
I've got no problem. When I want the money, he gives me the money.
Mbele's children also seem to have found a way to enjoy and even take advantage of their situation.
This mother shouts at me, I just don't care, go to my other mother.
Yeah,
so it's
cool.
just nice. I enjoy that.
But none of them want to follow in their mother's footsteps.
Not at all. We always tell her that. No. We always
I want
tell
my
him
husband to think about me
all the
only.
time.
The recent traditional wedding of South African President Jacob Zuma and his 3rd wife has thrust polygamy back into the spotlight here. Critics say the age-old tradition is out of step with modern times, oppressive to women and inappropriate in a country ravaged by HIV/AIDS. Anthropologist Owen Sichone says some of these objections are misplaced.
Can there be gender equality in a polygamous marriage?
Probably not, but is there gender equality in any marriage?
But the professor says polygamy has become impractical for many in modern societies.
It's not as common as we assume. It's actually the privilege of a few people with the resources, political and economic resources to pull it off. Most men can't afford it.
And it is the affordability of it all that has become part of the debate here. President Zuma has been married 5 times and has more than a dozen children. He divorced one of his spouses and another committed suicide. But many ordinary South Africans have accepted their president's lifestyle.
I'm not too excited about the whole situation, but because he's very strong on his culture, I'd have to respect the fact that he is in a polygamous marriage.
Would you marry more than 1 wife?
Yes, I would, definitely.
Why?
My reason is I'm preserving my cultural values. I love women at the end of the day. I'm like Zuma.
Experts say the majority of women in polygamous unions here in South Africa generally have very little or no education, are financially dependent on their husbands and have a rural background. While Mr. Zuma's first wife certainly fits this description, the others don't. Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, who got divorced from the president in 1998, is a pediatrician by profession and has held 3 ministerial positions. Nompumelelo Ntuli, whom Mr. Zuma married 2 years ago, is reportedly a qualified nurse. And the president's new wife, 36-year-old Thobeka Madiba, is said to have a Bachelor of Commerce degree.
Now, we have to ask, what is it that they are looking for? It's obviously not just romance. If it's just romance, then they'll probably want one partner only. And it's not just financial stability or economic well-being. It's a whole complex of issues, including their own social standing.
All the wives have the status of First Lady, and while they were all present at Mr. Zuma's inauguration, it was the most senior wife who was by his side on that day. Here, the second wife attends a Christmas party with the president, and his most recent spouse is seen here at an African First Ladies conference in Cape Town. So, just like Milton Mbele's wives, South Africa's First Ladies seem to be managing to make sharing a husband work for them, at least for now. Nkapile Mabuse, CNN, Johannesburg.